I tell you that a lot of people who work there were racist? And before you come at me saying, oh, they could only say racist things around you because you allowed it. I didn't allow it. I did not. I always said something. For example, there was one time this girl who worked there was talking about how she had gone on a few dates with this guy, and she was talking about how great he was, but she could never take him home because her parents would flip. And I was like, why? And she said, because he's black. And then I asked her, wait, your parents are racist? And then everyone got mad at me for saying that. And they're like, Mary, don't act like you don't get it. What would your mom do if you brought home a guy that was black? And I was like, my mom's not racist, so she wouldn't do anything. And if she did, then she wouldn't have an issue with him. She would have an issue with me, because I will not have anyone who's influential in my life be racist. And I'm sorry, if you are and you can't fix it, then you're out. I don't care who you are. I don't want that energy around me. And they kept saying that I just didn't get it. Like I didn't understand something. I don't understand how they could be that racist and not understand it themselves. They would always say that I'm the sensitive liberal and not to say anything around me, and that I just didn't understand how the world worked, and that one day I would get it, and they hoped that a guy would put me in line. They also told me that I was only good at my job because everyone wanted to sleep with me, which was not true. I was good at my job because I actually respected people and they respected me back, unlike other people there. And also, a comment like that is so disrespectful to me, but also to the other employees that you're talking about and their families. So frustrating. They also told me that I needed to go to a bar and get drunk and go home with a stranger to loosen up, because I was so uptight because I didn't like when people were racist around me. And that was a lot of the culture there, and it was extremely frustrating. And there are so many more stories that I could tell, like the time that one of the locations didn't have any drinking water and I had found out, so I asked for approval to get a water fountain, but my request got denied because their manager told me that that team, who is primarily Hispanic, lived in terrible living conditions, and that they wouldn't know how to use a water fountain, and that they felt more comfortable drinking out of a hose. Literally, it still makes my blood boil. Yeah, that was one of the final straws, and I'll post part 4 soon.